Hey, doomers, AI is not going to take your job. I get a doomer post at least once a week where I see somebody saying, is it even worth learning X because AI is going to take it all over? And that's not happening, man. It's not going to happen. Like, there's a lot of reasons for that. And I'll talk about it later on because this has been annoying me. Anyway, look, this happens like once every 10 years in my industry where something will come along that's groundbreaking and new and it like disrupts everything. And there's this period of roughly 3 years where people adopt the new technology and then they see the pitfalls of that new technology. And then they kind of like create this hybrid environment where they're using their old tech with the new tech and things end up working out. So, like in my industry, again, don't listen to the doomers. In my industry, in my lifetime, this has happened at least 3 times that I can think of. And that was the cloud. So whenever the cloud came out, everybody was like, oh man, you're never going to need an on-premise server again. Everything's going to be in the cloud and there's no reason to hire like a Linux administrator or a Windows Server administrator for your business anymore because it's all going to be in the cloud. It turns out that doesn't work for everybody and it's not like the best use case scenario, especially if you have like a really crappy internet connection. Okay. Another example is like one of our low-code tools became popular and like actually viable to go through and build stuff on. And low-code tools, they're awesome. Like the Power Apps platform, that's fantastic. Google's App Sheet, that's awesome too. And you can build some cool apps on there. But man, whenever those came about, there were people who were saying, you don't need to hire a developer anymore. You don't need in-house devs. You don't need to have your people learn how to code or do any of this and yada, yada, yada. And that was all bogus. As it turns out, those low-code platforms, they're actually kind of complex and it requires somebody that has the skills of the old tech in order to use the new tech. Because like you still have to know like how to, deal with APIs and stuff like that and what the anatomy of a URL is, for example. Okay, and now we're on AI. It's not taking your jobs, dude. Like it's a tool that's going to complement your jobs and it's making things like a lot more efficient in some cases, and in some cases it's making things like terribly inefficient. So think of a place out in the rural boonies that had a bad internet connection who decided to move to the cloud and then found out that it doesn't work for their use case because their crappy internet connection makes it impossible to work with. People are finding out the same thing whenever they're adopting AI to like completely take over their workflows. It's not going to be a case where everything just gets switched out. And like I'm so sick of seeing these doomer posts from people. Like it's a tech, it's a tool, and it's something that you're going to find beneficial to your workflow. So like just learn it, use it, adopt it into your workflow.